What?
I'm glad you came.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a good thing for you to come.
Yeah, I was really trying to back out up there.
I don't know.
Anyway. Oh, I don't know where I start. God, I just appreciate everybody coming every day. I'm thinking back to the years ago, you know, John Cottrell and Steve and all us got together and put this group together for Thursday morning. And I think it's worked out excellent for us. I think the important part was no formality to it. We just came to join each other's company. And we accomplished a lot, I think. You know, if we had a event coming up or something and we needed help, everybody pitched in. I appreciate all those people that volunteered for the MMT 100 through the years. And that was our big event in that. And dealing with the county and whatnot. And so I hope I thank you all for putting up with my insults and everything with you and everything. It was all good fun. I really appreciate that. And it's good to see Don and Carla here. He's been negligent here showing up, so you know, give him a few demerits there. But I don't. I'm just picking on him. I don't want to listen to lawyer jokes and everything. That's terrible. But anyway, so yeah, I'm really thankful to Patrick there for, you know, taking the place of things and everything. And he's got a lot of enthusiasm, and I hope you all really support him and his endeavors and that. So as soon as we can get Jason up here to change the repeater over, the call sign will be his on the repeater. And that thanks to John there for moving the echo link to his house. Appreciate that. So I got, you know, a lot of minor things you have to take care of there. And my plan at the moment here is my son-in-law's company he works for has got some jobs for him in North Carolina, which he'll be attending to, and then he'll have a rental car and he'll drive up here on Saturday the 17th. And I should be ready to go there this week. We'll drop his rental car off in Front Royal, and I've got a small trailer I'm pulling with my truck, and so we'll go into DC and he'll drop me off there to catch a plane, and he'll drive my truck and trailer back to Washington. So he got a few stops along the way. He's got some jobs to do for his company in Chicago and that. They'll be picking up all the tabs for gas and everything else.
What a
that
deal.
works out okay. And but you know, I appreciate John and Wayne for taking care of the repeater and stuff. They did a marvelous job because they got the technical expertise I don't have, and I just have the general idea of how everything works. So I always like to designate other people to do stuff. But anyway, and for all those that helped the Ham Fest and everything, appreciate every help there. So that's about all I have to say, and I appreciate everybody coming out today and seeing me off. And it's just another, you know, adventure of my life, I guess.
We'll miss you.
Yeah.
We'll miss
I want to say something. It's my job to get him here, and I called him. I said, if I come pick you up, will you go eat with me? I think I'll pass. Oh, come on.
You broke my arm twisting it.
But he got you here.
Yeah, you got me here.
I thought that was going to be the easiest job.
Anybody else have any stories of abuse? John, you probably have a few you could.
Well, I have a little card over there that says, kind of like the way I feel about it, says, "You're gonna miss us."
Go ahead.
Well, Larry's my first QSO. I'm a pretty new ham. I'm just under 2 years, and so I'm pretty new at this. And I wish I had discovered the hobby decades ago. You know, everybody is. So I'm real enthusiastic, so find out the repeater, program it all in and get on there and get up the repeater and then, well, it's a Echolink site, you can do all these, commands with DTMF codes, so I'm just sitting there hitting DTMF codes, phone codes, and trying to access features of the Echolink, and Larry comes on there, who is this? This is KQ4PTN. Oh, sorry, I was just feeling, I was very embarrassed, but luckily he handled it very well, and, I got the message that wasn't, hacking into that wasn't a good idea, and just behave myself. He didn't have to say that, I know that Bear's doing that, but, we get along anyway after that, and, but he's my first QSO, my first mobile QSO too, food line, and ride a food line with my handheld and just playing with it, and all of a sudden Larry comes up, and it's the very first QSO in my vehicle, so I'll forever remember Larry for being my first mobile and my first land QSO. So thanks, Larry, I appreciate it, and thanks for being so kind to me after messing with the repeater.
Well, that's kind of how we all learn.
Yeah.
Some of us have other stories.
Oh, just one. Come on, just one.
All right, Dennis, you have to have something to add to this.
Oh.
Well, I'll say something. When I heard that Larry was leaving, I got a great deal of sadness because I figured, well, that's it. We'll never win the club trophy for the Virginia QSO party with Larry not contributing points. But Larry was the first guy I met when I came to this group. I came here and he was here. I think he was here first and I was here second. And it was when the guy the pilot from Operation Reno was here. And I was able to sit, that John was sitting here and I was sitting there. I think Larry was sitting next to me. And just fascinated. Went home, watched the video, looked him up on the internet, and Larry said to me, he said, yeah, every so often we bring special speakers in and that. And so I went home and I told my two brothers, I said, you gotta come up on a Thursday, you gotta go meet these guys. I said, you'll never guess who I sat next to this morning. I said, and the guy that I met from the group told me they do this periodically. We've not had a
That was the only time.
That was the only time. So.
Well, Carl and I was gonna carpool to one of the clubs back now. So Carl was gonna pick me up. And here it is, I had a parade all ready for it and everything. He got mad and went by himself. No, what happened is.
They wouldn't let me in. Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
couldn't get through to pick me up.
Carl, you do realize that John Billings is a hard act to follow.
Yes.
It would be a hard act to
I
follow.
know there's a lot of talent in this group. I would say you haven't missed much.
Well, he's done a good job with Santa Claus for a couple
Well,
years.
there you go.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
you go.
I started coming and first time I was here, I come in the door and they said, okay, you're gonna have breakfast, and I get behind him and Mal. Those of you who've been around remember Mal. And Larry orders 2 eggs over hard, rye toast and bacon, and Mal says, I have 2 eggs over hard, rye toast and bacon. And I got up there, I thought, I guess this is this is if you're in this group, that's what you get. Yeah, sure, yeah. So, and then I would sit with Larry and talk about emergency management because I have background in emergency management, not related to radio, and we talk about it all the time. Larry goes out, takes his trailer and goes out west to run campgrounds at parks, like he, I guess, has done over the years. And he's out there and he gets sick. And he calls back and he makes it sound like he's really sick, which I think he was. He was really sick. But he said, I don't know if I'm going to make it. So you need to take over as emergency coordinator for Shenandoah County. I said, why me? I said, I've not even been with the group like a whole year. He said, because you have background in emergency management. He said, Mal is assistant, so I do it, I fill out all the stuff, start getting connected with the state areas and all that. Miraculous recovery. Like, something's fishy. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna miss you, Larry. You got wealth of experience, and it's gonna be a big gap.
Well, okay, I've got good people around here to fill in, I think.
We had this equipment over at the hospital. What a mess. It was so bad that Greg Butler wanted us to take pictures to show the guy who's a coordinator for Valley Health and to say, what, do you not like these guys? Because of how bad it was. So finally, Larry and gets with the maintenance guy over there and does some wizardry, and all of a sudden now we've got one of the best setups, and we're in the same location, but by rearranging, it's really now, and it's kind of the envy of some of the other hospital stations. So
Well, I think we're lucky there in the fact that we're in a conference room next door to the emergency thing, and that, and so it's, our setup is easy to put together. Compared to the stories we've heard from other hospitals being down in the electrical room, you know, with no air
110
conditioning.
degree heat every day.
And a long ways from their emergency field.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But,
Have we got your address? Have you got his new address?
no, they haven't got it yet, no.
He might not give it to you.
He can run, but he can't hide. Do what?
I have his daughter's phone number.
That's good.
There you go, that works. I'll ask her.
Elizabeth will find. Get
I'll
us what
find
we
it.
need.
Yeah, it'd be same address my daughters are, anyway, so.
Gotta get you a heart spoken to.
Wayne over there's been pretty quiet, and I harassed him a lot. You know.
I'm staying quiet. I'll keep your secrets to me.
Until after you're gone.
Yep.
They might have another party, right?
So you got everything, got Apple Fest all taken care of?
All done.
All done.
Yep. Friday night was disaster, but we got it done.
And Charlie, how's your eye doing?
Good.
Good.
2020.
6 months, all right.
Wow. What'd you have done with it, John?
Oh, it's just a camera.
Oh. Gonna have to send a condolence card to all those animals in South Africa.
For a first and second grader.
My-
2.5% sugar, the other one.